I don't have anything special, but I did bring something spicy. At least that way I can play along. Hang on.
If it's in a can and it's spicy, the ginger beer.
Sort of. Halfway there. I've got lemon and I have ginger.
Okay.
I couldn't face putting my Tabasco into my lemon drink.
What is the most illegal thing that you've done?
Huh. I guess broken the most laws? That would have to be file sharing by far. Like a lot of other people of my generation, there was a lot of BitTorrent going on in the late 90s. Speeding tickets and stuff is pale by comparison.
Who did you hear the most upsetting things about the Mocaverse from?
Good question. You spend enough time on Twitter, you read things that, I mean, 5 tweets and then you're angry, right? There is some FUD, but I think that, to be honest, most of the time, we've not been good at communicating. The project itself can be complicated. If they don't get it right, they complain and bitch and moan about it on Twitter. But to be honest, even I could count the hateful tweets on one hand, to be honest. We're really lucky.
Right.
At least that I've seen. Maybe people haven't shown me the worst stuff.
Who is a person you wish wasn't around, but you still act politely around them?
Donald Trump?
Oh, is he like in your...
He's
Friend?
on my timeline, he's on my TV, he's in my email groups, he's everywhere.
You act politely around him?
I hold my tongue.
Rank the Animoca leadership based on their talent.
At least that one's a safe question, because I can say Yat.
Oh.
He and I have been friends for a very long time. He has an amazing ability to understand trends and understand where technology is going, to not get stuck in what it is that he knows and he understands.
Rank the rest like David, Chris, and John?
So we've got a lot of people, and the nice thing is we all do different stuff. You do your thing, I do my thing, and the reason we've split it that way is because I'm better at this and you're better at that, and I'm no good at that, which is why you're doing it. Very socialist, if you will.
Who's the most difficult to deal with when it comes to important decisions?
Honestly, those people don't work with us anymore. If people are difficult and they're stubborn and they don't listen, they don't last long. You could see who's not with us anymore and judge for yourself.
What is the most inappropriate thought you ever had during the serious situations where you've never been caught?
Sometimes it's a struggle. You know, I have been on calls with people who they absolutely had no idea what they were talking about. Sort of grin through your teeth and be nice to everybody and thank them for meeting, and on you go.
What really makes you lose your patience?
So, this is a hard question because if I have a fault, it's that I'm overly patient, which also leads to sometimes inefficient time management, right?
Oh, would you say that you identify more as a dreamer, builder, angel connector, or neo-capitalist?
I wonder where you got those. I think I'm a dreamer.
I love it.
I like to plan what's possible. I think I'm better at that than actually building it.
If you were, as a dreamer, a cocktail kit, what would be the ingredients?
There's the easy stuff. You've got your bases and your soda waters and your juices and things like that. But one of the things that I really found as I got older that I like, that I never paid much attention to when I was younger, are nuts. I never liked nuts in chocolate. And now that's the only kind of chocolate I like, is things with different kinds of nuts in it. I've had some great drinks with things like shaved hazelnuts and things like that on them. I try nuts.
Talking about Mocaverse Transportation, because you have to get through the Mocaverse somehow, right? Let's say we use trams as a way to travel. In Hong Kong, the trams, these ding ding, I think they're called ding ding, they're super popular and famous. What would the tram in the Mocaverse look like if, let's say, there were trams?
The Hong Kong trams are popular with tourists and also with local people. They're one of the least expensive ways to travel on Hong Kong Island. However, there are 2 downsides to the trams. The biggest one is there's no air conditioning, and Hong Kong is very hot. And the other problem for the tram, for somebody like me specifically, is that if you're over 5'10", you will hit your head. Well, I think the tram in the Mocaverse would be much more fun. Trams would not necessarily be limited to tram tracks.
You're working from home, or at least that's what it looks like.
It is, yes,
Wow.
today.
So the good thing about working from home is, at least for me, like I can take a 5-minute break and just dance around and no one's going to judge me. Do you do that? And what would be your music to dance around to?
Oh, it would be very awkward if I did dance. To be honest, I usually go into the kitchen and make coffee more than anything else. But if I did dance around, anything from Motown, really, that would be my jam.
If you describe your social graphs and your personalities on different platforms, how would you describe them?
I find it hard to find the time to add new platforms. It's very hard. I use Twitter the most. It has a big overlap with work, and LinkedIn is one of those necessary evils for work.
Necessary evils.
Well, I say that only because LinkedIn is very handy, but it's soulless. And Twitter, love it or hate it, and it goes up and down. There is a vibe there. It's not always good, but there is one at least.
If your life would be a book, current chapter, what would be the title of this chapter?
I think this is the maturing chapter, kind of getting to the top of the hill and seeing what's over the other side.
If you were a meme coin, what would be the meme about?
What's the funny thing about me? Oh my God. Honestly, I don't think I'm that special. There's a Venn diagram of dad jokes and dad dancing with me somewhere there in the middle. Fortunately, I've had enough experience to try to stop pretending to be cool.
I'm kind of surprised there is no dead jokes memes.
That's because you're on the wrong Twitter.
Who would you nominate to come over in the summers?
Pauline, seeing as you're in Paris, maybe my friend Julia, who runs a project called Metaphyte.